Highlights, you know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands, and give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way, and in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Coming up next, how good is this? A matchup for the UFC welterweight division title. All right, so here he is, the ubiquitous Nick Diaz. It's hard to quantify his contribution to mixed martial arts. I will just lead by saying that this man brought a lot of fans into this sport, and when he fights, the building's still packed to the nines.
Yes, absolutely. Nick Diaz has a fan base that will follow him through anything, and rightfully so. He won the Strikeforce Welterweight Championship, defended it in a ton of crazy fights, knocking out Paul Daly, knocking out Marius Zaromskis, and then coming back to the UFC and getting wins over BJ Penn, fighting George St. Pierre, and then also sharing the octagon with Anderson Silva. So it was only big fights for Nick Diaz because he was such a star and such a draw. And sometimes people lose sight of just how good he was in his prime. 2008 to 2011, Nick Diaz won 11 consecutive fights. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Diaz is 6 years his senior. He is... You ready? You ready? All right, so here we go with round one. Seems to be a situation in which he wants to do everything in his power to keep this fight on the feet. He'd appear to have a lot of advantages at distance. We'll see if he can get it done tonight. Yes, he has all the advantages because we don't see many specialists anymore in the UFC. Guys can generally do everything, but this guy is a jiu-jitsu player. He wants to get the fight to the ground and start to weave his web of traps to try and find a submission. This striker needs to maintain his space. He needs to make sure he is not on the ground. Avoid it at all costs. Spinning back fist. Ooh, what a punch. Able to land there with the straight left. Look at the turtle in that kick. Oh, right punch followed by a left there by Diaz. Pretty good right hand. Well, he continues to stay busy and he continues to land with volume punches here. I mean, volume, but he's not wasting anything. He's so accurate out there. How good is that right hand? Well, that'll quiet the storm. Shot blocked by Diaz. Beautiful body kick. Back to the well with that right hand. It's no good. How's his opponent still standing? I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon. Oh, nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance. Now he's chasing the triangle. And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way. It might be over. Watch triangle. Watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. He goes. And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive option. Now trying to hip escape. He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
trying to control. Nicely done.
That right hand landed.
Oh, he dove with the punch and he lands. Diaz's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Oh, big right hand, yes. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on it.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Okay, ready? Round two. You ready?
Round two underway. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand afterwards, he may be able to finish his fight.
Diaz gets hit with a kick. Just missed with the straight left hand. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Going orthodox now. Oh, look at that. Flipped up and landed the diving punch to the head. Oh, he might be out. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. Gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Close guard. Diaz has got his head looking for a guillotine. Then he's out.
That was lightning fast, that right hand.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half.
Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Oh! Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Well, good news, bad news, right? The strike there lands, but just not much steam on it because his gas tank seems to be on the verge of empty.
The gas tank is completely empty. All that button mashing did you no good.
As it gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was the last punch of choice. Every time he got
That is it!
what a fight!
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. All right, we'll take a look back at the... Here's the buff with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by knockout.